Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Monday, August 5th, 2024, and you are in the Java Cafe this morning. Obviously, I'm on the road, but we're still here this morning. We're actually going to be back with you today at 12 noon to talk about the services that are offered by the Suffolk County Department of Probation. We have a guest coming in at noon to talk about that. So on the road, but still working. And so this morning, we have an opportunity to speak to a young woman who moves in the space of STEM. I like to call it STEAM, so we can include the arts, but she moves in the space of STEM, and she is getting her doctorate later on this year. So we can go ahead and call her doctor now. But do me a favor, as young people are home during the summer, if you have some young women and some young men that's home right now, sit their happy selves down and have them watch Java with Jimmy, cast it on the TV, or wherever you're watching, but get some young people to come in, and especially our young women of color to come in and see this example of academic greatness and someone who actually says, don't adjust your crown. So we're going to go ahead and bring in, I'm going to call her Dr. Jehnae. We're going to bring her in and have her chat with us this morning about everything STEM and just being just a wonderful Black educated woman that's doing great things. So how are you this morning?
Good morning. How are you? I'm great. I'm 30 now. Yesterday was my 30th birthday, so I'm good. I'm feeling good.
So, yeah, you turned 30 yesterday. So you're in this whole, I'm not into the whole astrology
Leo
thing, except certain times in September I might say a little Virgo, but this whole Leo thing going on. If a good friend of mine is watching, this might just be a little bit of shade, but they had a wonderful birthday weekend as well. So happy belated birthday to you. I am glad to have you here with us this morning. And so tell us a little bit about yourself. First of all, let's acknowledge the red lip, just matching the whole Java red.
Oh, yes. Yes. We love a good red lip. Yeah, it's actually designed, accompanied by a Black woman. Her name is Satasha Stevens. And so, yeah, we always got to support.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, do me a favor. If you get a chance, if we take a little break or whatever, there's a little thing over there, private chat. If she has a website, put her website in the private chat, and let's promote this Black-owned business real quick.
I will. I'm a brand ambassador for her. And so she's the official cosmetic sponsor of Miss Black USA. And so it's just really enlightening just to see. And she also has a Ph.D. as well. So, we love it all.
I know if I go in the comments right now, my staff and a couple other folks are going to be like, oh, wow, that is definitely awesome to have the two of you that are moving in that space. But then also let's acknowledge the fact that you are Miss Maryland recently, 2024.
Yes, that is correct. Yeah, I'm International Miss Maryland. I'll be competing at the national pageant Labor Day weekend, in a couple of weeks, actually. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Just so many things, so many moving parts, so many things going on. And I just really am having, just a great time, just living life, enjoying it. But yeah, so, thank you for the introduction. My name is Jehnae Jasmine Linkins. I am a proud resident of Indian Head, Maryland. So for all the DMV people, right down 210, if you know where it is, if you don't, you don't, but it's okay. Oh my gosh. And so I'm a physics graduate from the Lincoln University, the illustrious first degree granting historically Black college and university, the Lincoln University, the real orange and blue.
Did you say, let me stop, like you were going to make it a little less whatever, and then you actually increased it and said the illustrious?
Yes, because you gotta really just, say it, with like so much
With
pride
pride.
and admiration. Like I love my HBCU. I loved all my friends that I've made from the HBCU. Like just going to an HBCU really like changed me for the better. Just being around Black people. I love every type of shade, color of Black. It's just Black is so beautiful. And so just to be able to be around all those people, especially in college, like it was great. I had a great time. And then, it's always like HBCU, we got, love-hate relationship, Morgan is orange and blue, but we're the real orange and blue. Virginia
Hey, hey,
State.
hey! I got hold on. I got a lot of friends at Morgan and whatnot, so don't get me in no trouble.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna let it be. That's just how it is.
So
Yeah.
let me also ask: Did you pledge?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Nope, I didn't. But I was, I did a year in the band and some other things. I was really heavy in the science department.
Okay.
So I did like everything science related. Yeah, I lived in the science building. If you ask anybody, I lived I lived there. Um,
We started talking about the HBCU thing, so I just had to ask if he pledged, and just there's a lot going on around pledging, not
yeah,
pledging, denouncing and stuff. But we're going to stay focused
yeah,
this
yeah,
morning.
yeah.
And you look like you have an opinion. Maybe we need to get you back and talk
You know
about
what?
that
We
a
can
little
always
bit.
come back and talk about it. We can always come back and talk about it. That could be
Okay.
another conversation. Today we're gonna talk about STEM, women
We're going
empowerment.
to talk about STEM and women
Yeah,
empowerment, supporting that Black-owned business. So when we take a break, make sure I get that link.
yeah.
But we got a little sense just in this conversation of who you are, Dr. Jehnae. But the intentionality, what was the thing that got you interested and then to be so dedicated and stay on the road to be in the space of physics and science? What piqued your interest? What kept it there? Over the years to now where you're getting ready to get your doctorate degree in I believe physics,
No, my doctorate is going to be in mechanical engineering.
mechanical engineering.
My bachelor's degree
Is
is
in
in
physics.
physics. So
Okay. And
essentially,
tell them people to stop typing you and texting you while you on the show and
yeah, they are.
distracting
I
you. And
didn't
so
even
you can say,
realize
tell
everything
them
was
to leave you
popping up,
alone. Yeah, yeah,
and I
yeah.
can't even respond back. I see all this stuff.
No, you don't. No, we're gonna get you in here, doctor. No, I'm messing. I'm
Oh
messing.
my
But
gosh.
no, what kept you interested? What got you interested in science and kept you interested over the years to the point now you're getting ready to make that great achievement?
Okay, so how that really came about. So my great uncle, he was a carpenter. And so he had one of the oldest living sawmills in Maryland. And so I was like, man, I was like 8. Yeah, because we moved in 2003. So yeah, I was like 8. And so like every Saturday I would, hear the sawmill like start running because it was like right near my bedroom window. And so I would like hurry up and rush out and get dressed and run up there. And so I watched him, turn this big log into like this beautiful like centerpiece, a lamp,
Hmm.
like he loved trains. And so I think that's where my love of trains came from as well, because he would always make these different train lamps. He could make anything. Like I never saw you could turn into a 2x4 into like a little circle. I'm just like, how are you doing this? And so that's really what fascinated me um uh into like this whole world of building stuff, putting things together. I'm very solution oriented, and I was trying to find a problem, solve a problem. And so that's really what got me started. And then as I got older, he used to teach me how to drive a bobcat, a backhoe, like these big equipment, like
Okay,
big
then.
machinery. So a bulldozer, like that was fun. And so that's really got me into this whole like machinery, putting things together. And then I was just like, I like this. So I just continued on with it. And I think what really kept me there was because I didn't see other Black women, a lot of other Black women or Black
Yep.
men, um, you know, in this field. And so I guess I felt like if I stop, then no one else, like there's not going to be anybody else to like for other people to
Yep.
look up to. My first, Black math teacher was when I was in calculus. I was in like 11th grade.
Wow.
And so shout out to Mr. Moats. And so yeah, like that was it. So then when I got to Lincoln, I was surrounded by just Black excellence. So like my first physics teacher, she was a Black woman. And so that really like set the tone for, my journey. Cause I was like, oh, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to see myself in her. And so once I started seeing that, it really kept me going. It really kept me here and wanting to be in STEM, to be the change that I wanted to see. So
Yes, ma'am. Let me ask you, and this is more a personal question. There is, there's STEM, which is science, technology, engineering,
yeah.
and mechanics or math.
Math is math. Yeah.
Math. Where is the arts are huge
Yeah.
in development, and the arts can actually play off of some of the academics if you use music and apply theory and things like that. Do you ever see that where they'll, and they've been, I think people say it in suggestion, but in your personal opinion or observation, do you ever see STEM really being incorporating and being called STEAM?
Yeah, I
Or
do.
okay.
I think I'm just like old school, so I'm so used to saying
No,
STEM.
you're good. You're good. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just so used to saying STEM, but honestly, I do appreciate that they have incorporated the arts within STEAM,
Yeah.
because even like architecture, like that's an
Okay.
art in itself, you know? So
Yes.
like it's so
Yep.
many different things, and I never realized it, and I'm so glad. So I'm definitely glad that you said something about it, because I always try to correct myself, because especially as I'm doing my dissertation, I really have tried to integrate like the art portion of
Yes.
that into my dissertation. And so essentially, I'll tell you a little bit about it really quick. So my dissertation critically analyzes the engineering design process and how it has like subtle yet profound hints of anti-blackness, anti-racism, things like that. So
But
essentially,
we designed. No, hold on. We designed the whole back in the day. It was us that designed, and the Greeks took from us our design.
exactly. So that's why I'm
So
saying, that's why I'm doing this work, because I want to be
okay,
able
go
to
ahead.
just,
Sorry.
I just want to be able to highlight, like, we have to be able to include like Black culture, Black experiences within this design process, especially thinking about like, they have these companies say that they're user centered, they're human centered, but like they don't consider Black people as human, or like, you know what I'm saying, like that. So that's the thing, and I'm just trying to incorporate all of that
Oh,
into this
got
work.
you.
Yeah, and so yeah, I'm just trying
Would
to
you
change
would
the
you say
world.
you're applying that when you're trying to change the world? Would you say you're trying to take your STEM experience and really apply it to what urban planning, and as they're making decisions about design and whatnot, and all this development going on in the world? I don't know about in your city, but there's a lot going on in Boston, and oftentimes, and I'll be honest, I rode down the street the other day, seen a building going up, and in my mind, I'm like, instead of, they're not like us, what some of them are not, I'm like, oh, that's not for us. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? And so do you mean it from, are you also trying to take that perspective into the urban planning space?
100%. Yeah, a lot of
Yes.
the research that I've done and like read through, they talk about this co-participatory like design space, and
Yes.
they use it.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's
Yep.
essentially what I'm trying to incorporate within my dissertation, because we have to be able to like talk to the community, the people, like the actual people who are going to be using these products or using the space or whatever the case may be. Like when I walk into a space, like I want to see Black art on the wall. Like I don't want to see
Yes.
whatever they like. So that's what I'm saying. So in order for
Yes.
it to be feel more comfortable for me, in order to feel like I want to be able to belong here, that's what I need to see in order to feel comfortable. And then when these people are designing these buildings or these community centers, whatever the case may be, why aren't you getting the input from the community? Why aren't you including how I feel or what I want to see? So that's what I'm trying to do with my dissertation, and what I'm trying to do, ultimately in the long run, to get this thing moving, because there's not a lot of research within in this area, especially in engineering, as it is a white male dominated field. And so, I just want them to, shake and, when they see me coming. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, you better come on. Listen, that's how it is when I have family members that are often sometimes, had the sick or whatever. And I like to say that when I walk through the door, the nursing station clears out. You want that, like, oh God, here she comes. And
Yes.
so and not in a manner that is anything negative, but no, you know your stuff. You're
Yeah.
going to demand equity, and you're going to hold them accountable.
100%.
You just so wonder. Sia typed a few minutes ago, Black excellence. Listen, I want to hear more about you. You're doing the Don't Adjust Your C.R.O.W.N. I want to hear that perspective, and then also talk about an initiative you did around either blood donor or tissue donation. We're going to hear about that on the back end. We're going to take a quick break and we'll come back with you guys and hear more from Dr. Jehnae in just a few seconds. We'll be right back with you in just a couple of seconds, everybody. Stay tuned. Dr. Jehnae is on there, but look out for our programming for the rest of this week. We'll be right back with you. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is James, Jimmy, rather. I'm back with Dr. Jehnae, and we have had the pleasure of speaking with her in the beginning just about her journey. I'm referring to science because of STEM, but she's really, from what I'm hearing, more around engineering, equity, design, all that. Like it's so multifaceted in what you're doing. But the other thing is you have an initiative or a program called Don't Adjust Your C.R.O.W.N.
Yes, that is correct. So
let me just ask to set some context. You usually hear when sisters, some brothers, because we wear our crowns too. When they're going through stuff, they'll say, sis, just adjust your crown and keep it moving. Or bruh, adjust your crown and keep it moving. You say, don't adjust your crown. Give me the philosophy there.
Okay, so I'll tell you how it kind of came about. So obviously, the C.R.O.W.N. Act was passed in 2019. And so that was like a declaration of self-affirmation, dignity, regarding, natural hair in the workplace and things like that. So during that time, I just started my Ph.D. program. I was one out of 289 students. I was the only Black person in the program. Still am.
Person, not Black woman, Black person, period. No man, no. Okay.
It was just me.
Out of 289.
Yes. And so I felt like I was always like trying to like fit in, like do like little just to fit in with the crowd. And, because I wanted to make friends and, be with my department, things like that. They wasn't trying to hang with me. And so that's fine. So I was like, why am I changing myself to fit in with these people? No. So I was like, I am not going to continue to change myself to fit in. So that's why I was like, I'm not adjusting my crown. This is who I am. I'm going to show up as Black as possible. And the crazy thing is, obviously I went to HBCU. So on Wednesdays, it was usually fried chicken Wednesdays. And so everyone was always in the caf. And so, you had to bust out with a nice outfit. So I walk around daily like it's a fashion show. And so I walked in one time until we had a big seminar or whatever. And I walked in with these 6-inch platform boots, this long, I'm short, so I'm 5'1". And so I had this long, dramatic cape, I'm walking through, and I made sure I paraded around just so they could see me. Just
you showed out.
Oh yeah.
You showed out
here. They were like, okay. And so I just like to make my presence known. If you didn't know when I walked in the room. So it's just, so that's really how that came about. And so I just felt like I just was, like I said, I was always trying to change myself. I was always adjusting myself. So I'm like, don't adjust your crown. I'm not going to adjust myself, to fit anyone's mold, to fit into a box. And so don't adjust your crown. So crown standing for character, rarity, oneness, novelty, and worth. And so I recently, formed it into a 501c3 nonprofit. And so it's more than like a statement about hair for me. It's like
Yeah.
a metaphor for like self-acceptance, recognizing our own worth without compromise. It's about wearing our crowns with pride, whether that crown be like our natural hair, our culture, our values, our dreams, whatever. And I think more so recently in the last like couple weeks, because I just cut off all my hair. And so
Let me ask a question. Because when y'all start coloring, cutting, and doing stuff, what was you going through? What was going on, Jesus?
look, it was it was a
Look, I'm so
combination.
used to having my hat on. I went to grab my hat and it's not even there.
Yeah,
Because I just, not to get in your business, but
no. It was a combination of me turning 30.
Okay.
It was just like, just stepping in like to this new chapter of life. And I felt like I was always very attached to my hair. I felt like that was always a part of like, I guess it made up who I am, especially, and honestly, that plays into like my, the imposter syndrome, societal expectations, like, the European is supposed to have long hair and this and
It's
that,
supposed to be straight. Yeah.
straight. And so, yeah, I just cut it off.
Okay.
I was like, this is it. This is who
When
I
you
am.
just said I just cut my hair off, I'm like, okay, I have a couple of sisters. And I've heard that through the years. When women just do that, brothers too. Because I went through a breakup and I was growing my hair and it was braided.
Yeah,
I made them cut it. So yeah, okay.
That too.
Don't adjust your crown. Be who you are. Be authentic and be you. And in that vein, as we get ready to wrap up, you talked about part of the being intrigued and staying in the space of science and engineering, and even not adjusting your crown and making a statement when you walk in a room. With all that's going on in the world right now, and we have a Black woman that is our official yesterday, I believe all the delegates were cast before they get ready to go on the convention. How important is it that the world see the Black excellence that you're exuding, that the world see that Black women are powerful, that the world see that, again, you have a problem. You said you solution driven and you like to look at stuff and fix it. That's just what y'all do. How important is it, Dr. Jehnae, that not only Black girls, Black men, but white dudes, that, affinity group that came up the other night, how important is it that you all are seen in a manner with the proper respect and opportunities and chances that your total opposite demographic gets, which is white males? How important is that? And I would ask you to maybe speak especially in this time.
Yeah, I mean, just given that, in my personal opinion, I feel like Black women are the most disrespected. And it's like we have done so much, and it's like, why is that? Like, what? Like, we birth Black men. Like, it's so much that we do, and it's just like why? So I just believe in celebrating women of excellence, women of elegance, empowerment. Like I want to show, and all of us other successful Black women like have to show that we're committed to positively impacting the world. Like we have such a negative stereotype about this angry Black woman or whatever the case may be. Like, and I literally hate that stereotype, because like just because like I'm raising my voice, or like if I'm talking sternly, that doesn't mean I'm angry. I'm just letting you know that I'm not here to play any games. And so I just want to, create a future where every young woman feels empowered to wear their crown proudly. Like we just have to I just want there to be more of a positive image of Black women. And so, especially with, our, upcoming election, Kamala Harris, just being that representation for, other young women, in my field, being that representation for other young little Black girls who want to be scientists. That's what we have to do, is just to be the representation and, see who we can inspire. Aspire to inspire is what they say. So, that's really what it's about.
I got you. It's just so important. And when I have these opportunities to have folks like you to speak to it, we definitely want to capture it and get it. Last two questions. Well, maybe last one. With all that you're doing, but yeah, you know where I'm going. Your Ph.D. studies. You can tell us a little bit about everything that was involved. in getting the tissue donor event together. You got all this stuff going on. How do you balance, and what do you do for self-care and balance Black joy in your life? And that's my last question. 3-tiered question, or 2.5 tiered, but end on, what do you do for you, Dr. Jehnae, for Black joy? We want to hear that at the end before we go.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I think, they say to get a busy person to like do stuff because they're always, find time to do it. I love keeping myself busy. I love being in the community. I love doing all these things, and I feel like I only have this one life, and I don't want to waste it. And so if I'm, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. I have to be doing something, whether that be, speaking to young women, visiting high schools, whatever the case may be. I have to be doing something because that's just what gives me the joy that you speak of. And I definitely have been coming into this whole, like, what is Black, or like, what does Jehnae want? Like, what do you see for yourself? And so I have been working on that because I don't think I, figured that out yet. And then especially now turning 30, I'm like, okay, like, I love, reading. I love sitting out. I just love being at peace. So
Okay.
I sit in the mornings, I sit out on my balcony, I read my books. I have like all these books by like Black authors literally like right here. And I just been like so entrenched and engulfed in them, not only, obviously for personal, but also like it just has, attributed to my dissertation. And then it's I don't know, like doing this dissertation is really like, has kind of like found myself in a new light, just, talking about Blackness and like what it means to be Black. And I just love being Black. So that's really where the joy is. Like, I'm gonna just show up and just be as Black as possible. That really is where the joy comes from for me. It's just knowing that I'm a Black woman, I'm powerful. Yeah, that's really what it is.
I just love, I mean, we can wrap that up right there. That was the benediction. I just love being Black. Listen, before we do go, do me a favor, put excuse me, your IG in the chat. And while you're doing that, I want to let folks know early on, if you notice that Dr. Jehnae has this wonderful red lip on, she is an ambassador for this company called Stasha Stevens, which is a Black-owned beauty. Go ahead and do your whole spiel right now while you put your contact information here. Hold on. Let me get you on the screen so we can get a little commercial.
Okay, so SOAR by Stasha Stevens is a Black woman-owned cosmetics brand. The founder and CEO, Dr. Stasha Stevens, she was the first, vegan-friendly, paraben-free makeup collection. It was founded based on the basis of her and her relationship with her sister when their mother was like going through cancer, and they bonded through makeup. So SOAR obviously stands for a sister, and so it's really about sisterhood. It's about every all skincare needs with every individual with diversity of skin tones and skin types, skin colors. So that's really what it's about, and she's amazing. And I love her lipstick. I love everything. I literally just was with her last night because, she was, again, Miss Black USA pageant was last night. And, she took me out to dinner for my birthday. And so I really appreciate her and her husband. They've just done amazing. And just, just seeing, this business and like how it's come about it's really amazing. And I love it. I love it. And I love supporting all Black businesses. And I like make it a point to make sure like I like promote that and do that, because that's really what it's all about.
I agree with that so much. And we do it in October for Small Business Month. We celebrate Black women during Women's History Month. And then I think November, I think October is Black Women's Business Month. And then I don't know, but we celebrate small Black women, Black businesses and everything. Listen, I also want to make sure that you all know where to follow sister doctor, but she's still sister first and foremost, Jehnae. She has a few of these in here, so I'm gonna get at least one of them up for you to go follow her, and then you'll link tree or something and get her to the other ones. And so don't forget, what you're seeing on your screen right now is where you can go and support that Black-owned business, that cosmetic company. The brand that she is wearing right now is called Lost.
Yes.
Which that red and Lost, that's a very interesting. I like red. And then that is, why does she call it Lost?
Actually, that's a good question. I'm not actually sure about why she came with this color. I'm going to text her and ask her like,
you got ready to answer. And you said, wait, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I was in the makeup center, but I was like, wait, I don't know. But like she has regal red, like it's so many different shades of red. Oh my God, I love the color red is just my favorite color. And so I just have to make sure I have like every possible color.
And we got to acknowledge the holiday before you go to. You know, today's a national holiday.
What national holiday?
I'm about to tell you in a minute. All right. So that's where you go to get the lipstick. And this is where you go to follow Dr. Jehnae.
Yes.
And so when they follow you on social media, what are they going to see? What's the experience? Are they going to see food? Are they going to see hair? Are they going to see you in the library studying? Are they going to see you building? What are they going to see on your page?
Honestly, you'll see a little bit of everything. I really kind of do a lot of stuff. So, fitness, the pageantry. I've been doing some modeling more so recently. So that's been like really interesting. I love that. What else are you going to see? You might see some food too. Yeah, I like to eat. So I like to show off some food. So yeah, you'll see, a lot of that.
Ain't nothing wrong with a foodie. I'm the same thing on my page. So go follow her on Instagram. Put a shout out in there. Tell her how much you enjoyed seeing her on Java with Jimmy today. For everybody over on Twitter, go follow her. You can find out where to follow her on there on IG. But we're going to wrap up. But I put up a joke not a joke. I put up something last week. And a lot of people were so confused about what today's national holiday was. And so I'm just going to remind people what today's national holiday is.
No way. What? Oh my God, that's hilarious.
On August 5th, 2023, we saw a young man swim across.
Was it really?
It was August 5th.
Oh wow! I didn't even. Yes. Oh my God! And the crazy thing is, I make all my earrings and my jewelry, and so I had like folding chair earrings that I made. So now I should have pulled those out. I didn't even realize. That's crazy.
Happy August 5th. I know there's a couple of names I've seen on social media of what they're calling it. So I'm going to get you off of here because, we don't want to get you in trouble, Miss Marilyn, going for Miss USA. But no, thank you for being with us today and talking about the importance of Black women being in engineering, being in science, and just all that you're doing. And remember, because I heard your synopsis, you didn't really talk a lot about self-care. You said, doing this and helping people and I get Black joy. Make sure you be a little more intentional about your self-care.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I definitely will do that. I do.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for being with us today. And we look forward to hearing and seeing some things from you very, very soon. Turn on CNN one day. Be like, oh, shoot, her first interview was on Java with Jimmy. No, I'm messing. But no, we look forward to hearing great things from you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Folks, listen, if you got some young people, not just young Black women, but young men and little white boys and Latino young women and all of that, get them to watch so they can see that young lady. So we're going to get off of here. As you know, I'm on the road, get ready to get back. But shout out to Miss Teresa. This is the national holiday for today. I don't know what we're calling it, National Folding Chair Day or something like that. But Miss Jehnae popped back in. Did we miss something, Jesus?
Sorry.
Did we miss anything?
No, I thought I had clicked off and I was like, did I do that? And I don't know.
No, I had put you out.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my God.
I've had a couple of fun moments with you. You're fun, Dr. Jehnae.
But also, really quick, I forgot to talk about my book.
Yes.
I've in this book. It's called Ladies in Technology, Changing the Face of Technology. And so this is also on my Instagram as well. And so all the girls who are interested in technology, there's so many tips and tricks. And if you're interested, DM me. I'll send you a copy of the book. And, we can talk about it.
They got to pay for Hold on. They DM you and they order a copy.
Yes, you're right. They DM me and I can send them the link and they can order a copy. But
yeah. We want to make that plain. So listen, while y'all out there for the national holiday today, get you a copy. Hold your book up. But to celebrate the national holiday today, get you a copy of Ladies in Tech. Because you see Harriet right there. She was before her time.
Yeah.
Handing people the chair of freedom.
Yeah.
I felt that. Okay. Get off of here. See, you done came back and about to get in trouble.
Okay, sorry. Thank you so much.
Dr. Jehnae, thank you. I appreciate you.
See ya.
Listen, folks, you don't know whatever's going to happen in the Java Cafe, but no, in all seriousness, I'm glad to have her here. Hopefully you got a few moments of laughter today. Not Mental Health Monday, but glad to have you all here. And we're going to get off of here. and see you guys at 12 noon today with our guest that's coming in to talk about the services that are offered through the Department of Probation there at the Suffolk County of Massachusetts. So Vincent Laurenti will be with us to talk about those services and what they do to make sure that the information is out there. For example, coming on Java with Jimmy today, so you all know. So we'll see you back today at 12 noon. Have a great first part of your Monday, and we'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day, everybody. Well, have a great first part of your day. Come back at 12 noon. Peace.